What do you think it'll take to get
A 5 on the AP exam.
I don't know. I don't know.
Is that one of your biggest wishes?
Yeah.
Remember the multiple choice tests in 10th grade? So straightforward and simple, where the hardest questions were evaluating poetry. Well, when Dr. Gwai told you were going to be great at AP Lang, she was lying to you. No, but in all seriousness, the main issue with the multiple choice is simply pacing, comprehension, and vocabulary. Lucky for us, all the three of the issues have easy remedies. For pacing, you can just do practice questions at home from finding review book PDFs on Google, wink wink, and of course timing yourself. This also helps for comprehension, where understanding the passage is key, and simply reading more often, I suggest a good essay collection, can make your understanding be much better. And lastly, bust out good old Quizlet for AP Lang 101 terms, because you're going to need it. Believe me, never have I felt so clueless when reading all the answers with Polly in the world. But the multiple choice is the least of our worries. Next, we need to talk about the big behemoth, the writing portions. First, let's begin with rhetorical analysis. And here's a reenactment of when I wrote ethos, pathos, and logos on my paper and tried to get it signed by Mr. Gibson.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now. This is cancer.
Yeah, needless to say, don't use those three words. The rhetorical essay is where an argumentative passage is given, and one must write about the strategies that were used. The most important part of the rhetorical essay is being alert of all the strategies, and like most things, you can only get better by practice, and there is gonna be a ton during first semester. Notable trends in rhetorical essays for Gibson are word choice, guilt, and voice. Believe me, one of them is bound to be a reading question each time. This brings us to synthesis, which is basically a DBQ. A set of 7 passages are given pertaining to a certain subject, and the students must create an essay siding with a certain side, using 3 of the passages. An important feature is being able to analyze a passage and provide specific evidence, so no BS. A helpful strategy for this essay is not to read every passage given. It requires only 3 passages, so save some time and find 3 quotes from the passages and start writing. Finally, my favorite, the argument essay, because it allows for more ideas and development. It's simply a stripped down version of the synthesis essay, so relying on one's knowledge is a must. Outside evidence is the most important in this essay, as it is truly the only way to have a successful essay. Obviously, it's impossible to know everything, but just keeping up with news and mass media can provide much needed outside evidence. And that was my little nugget of what's on the AP exam. But keep in mind, the struggles in the classroom make the actual test itself seem easy. So for all the horror stories you hear about Mr. Gibson, he does prepare you to achieve highly on the exam.